Hello, hello, everybody. It's your boy Alex P, King of the City, Mr. 702, the Go to See on Voice of Las Vegas. And we are here, we are live, and we are King of Vegas Podcast, Season 2, Episode number 5. Now, as you could see, a bitch ain't here alone, you know what I'm saying? I got my girl Gracie Love here with me. What up, Gracie? How you doing? Go say what's up to the camera.
Everybody.
Say what's up to all of those people and say hello to all of those people, okay? Because we do 2 cameras here.
Hello.
Girl.
It is good to be here. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Second
season.
Amazing.
And I came back for another week, you know what I'm saying? I'll be taking month breaks and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just out of nowhere.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying? For the mental health. You know what I'm saying?
We have to keep it. We have to keep it. Or
Now,
y'all won't get good content.
Okay,
so.
period. That's how it goes. So what I gotta do, girl, before we go, we have to pour our drinks up. What we do here, we get fucked up on the show. That way I could just talk and be unapologetic and then be like, oh my God, I shouldn't have said that later. You know what I'm saying?
Go and cook up some good
food, period. Because
that's the best way to cook.
Because we got this show right now, and then right after this, we're going to go do Cooking with Gracie Love, which is her cooking show that we do together on YouTube. Well, I'm behind the camera, she in front of the camera. But we doing it together. You know what I'm saying? But before we go, girl, we finna get this margarita. So today I got 1800, the ultimate margarita ready to serve. This one is passion fruit, made with premium.
Passion fruit.
Never, ever from 1800 at least. You know what I'm saying? This is made with premium tequila, triple set liqueur, natural flavors, and certified colors. Okay,
Ooh,
certified
okay.
colors, girl. There's no real shit. Okay,
right. That's it. It's certified, not artificial.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pour us the fuck up. And I got us some water. You know, well, really, you got us some water. We at your house. Mm-hmm. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and pour up.
Okay.
And yeah, girl, go ahead and let the people know where they can follow you.
So you guys can definitely follow the YouTube channel, Cooking with Gracie Love. Also the Instagram, Cooking with Gracie Love. And if you feeling, bad, you can follow me also at Gracie Badass.
Yes,
on Instagram. So go ahead, follow. I follow back. All that lovely stuff.
And that's just for Instagram, or that's everything?
And then Facebook is just Gracie Love. So,
okay, period. So just Instagram and Facebook, because everybody be on everything: TikTok, Threads, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I can't keep up.
Using the X a long time ago. When I was using it, was still
Twitter. Okay, you have to tweet, not post.
Yeah, okay. I don't know about that X life.
I don't know either, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and give a cheers. Cheers to a great show.
Yes.
Season 2, Episode 5.
Yes, congratulations.
And a lot of shit that we're gonna talk about. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh, what do you think?
Delicious.
You think it's good?
Yeah.
I taste that Keela. I definitely taste that Keela.
I definitely get that fruit though. That's good.
But also we can't forget the passion. You know? Okay. And
it's blended nicely.
Real nicely. So if you guys hear something, I don't know what it is. I think the water heater's on. There's going to be some kids running upstairs, but it's okay because what are we going to do? We're going to do the show anyway. So that's what we're going to do. And I really like this little setup. Shout out to her roomie for having all of this. Like straight up. Homie got this, got that. It's so many records, CDs. Girl, you remember CDs? Yes. Girl, remember we used to steal those at Target?
God. Yes. And they had the covers with the lyrics in it.
All of it. Oh, yeah. Yes, girl, let you know the writing credits, the producing credits. They don't do that no more. Girl, you go on Spotify and it just says stream. Yeah. I use Apple Music. What you use?
Apple, yes.
Apple Music. Because, you know what's so crazy? I feel like if you got an iPhone, Apple Music should be free.
Because
I feel like because you charging me $9.99, $10.99, $7.99, $3.99.
Ain't that already part of my plan?
It's not part of anything.
No, I feel like I pay Apple more than I pay any other bill.
And they always sneak in a little charge,
always
like a little something. Yeah, I need to put in a lawsuit because I know that they took a little too much. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready.
So we got a lot to talk about today, you guys. You guys ready to get into the first topic?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So today, the first topic of the day, sexuality. So I want to talk about sexuality today, but not my sexuality. I've already told y'all my story, this, and that. Gracie, are you gay or not? We don't care, but are you?
I'm curious.
She's curious.
I'm one of the bi-curious people. I fall in that category.
Okay, but that's not the genre of sexuality that we're going to talk about today. Mm-hmm. Now, I have a question that kind of goes with this topic, and I just need to know, is everybody a little gay? Is everybody a little gay? Now, the reason why I say this now, and hang on, let me take a drink before y'all start cussing me out, because I know all the straight men is like, boy, ain't nobody gay over here. Hang on one second, hang on.
Y'all the main ones talking to more niggas than me.
Hosting. But by this is what I mean. Now, first of all, yes, I get it. If you're religious, you have the right to be. If you don't believe that that's right, that's your right. But not everybody believes in what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. So we want to talk about the people that don't care. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the reason why I say is everybody a little gay. Now, I don't mean do you like the same sex? Because I feel like everybody likes homosexual sex. Why? Now get into it. Gracie gave me that face like, let me hear what you got to say.
Where are we going with this?
This is what I mean. So people get upset if, let's say for me and my man, we together, right? People don't like that. For whatever reason that they have. They think it's bad. Usually because they think sex. They think the act of us fucking each other or whatever. Mm-hmm. That disgusts them. It gets them mad. It gets them upset. It gets them passionate, whatever you want to call it. Why is that okay? But the straight man who wants to have a threesome with 2 girls, why is that not considered homosexual sex? Because that's gay sex. It's 2 girls in the bed with 1 man. Those 2 girls are having sex. That's homosexual sin. It's 2 girls in a bed. That's gay. Mm-hmm. That's gay. Now, the man is enjoying that homosexual sex. That's a type of homosexual sex that you like. That's a little gay. But not the type of gay that you're thinking of. You know what I'm saying? Or even the woman. If the woman maybe is thinking about she wants 2 men in the bed with her, but maybe she don't like girls. She don't want to eat no coochie, but she want to dig in her vagina while she has one in her mouth at the same time. Mm-hmm. That's gay. That's homosexual sin. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're being real, you know what I'm saying? But people will not accept that or see that point of view. They'll be like, no, that's straight because I want to have, but threesome, but that's what I'm saying. You just think of what you're getting. You're not thinking about what you're getting is actually it's gay sex. That's really what it is. Do you see that point of view? Do you not? I mean, if you don't, that's cool.
I agree. Any form of that is, like you said, that's gay. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
and there's nothing wrong with being gay.
And I'm gay. Is it? And I feel like, to me, if you like what you like,
right.
You know what I mean? And I'm kind of glad. I know everybody's like, for the kids' sake, it's kind of really open and it's so open. Yes. But I'm kind of glad for me. Like I said, I'm a little curious about being with the girl, so I'm definitely one of the homos, and I'm one of those. You know what I mean? But my kind of idea of how I want mine to go is different from wanting the threesomes and shit. But again, if you want a threesome, that's still, to me, there's some gay shit going on.
Right. Even if it's not you with the same sex in the bed, if your partner has their same sex in the bed, that's gay. That's gay sex. That's a type of gay sex. But for some reason, America, I don't know about the world. I live in America. I don't know how it works over there in Europe, y'all. Y'all gotta have to tell me in the comments. But I'm saying over here, we don't think of it that way. We think of it as a fantasy come true for a straight person. Woman or man, whatever they're getting, you know what I'm saying? But I was watching something on Instagram the other day of this person in the church talking about how, homosexuality is a sin. And if you do believe in the Bible, I mean, if you truly believe in the Bible, then I can't disagree with you. I can't tell you that you lying. That's just what you believe in. But I was thinking of that, but what about when the man wants to have 2 girls in the bed? Those girls are having sex. That's gay of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Am I tripping?
I think I agree with that. I agree with that definitely 100%. And again, why don't we see that type of point of view in all aspects of it? That to me is weird. And even in the church sits. You know what I mean? Because there was some of that going on back then too. Like, it didn't just start in our time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And even with that, so I think again, you have to just be open-minded to everything, because a lot of us sit here and pass that judgment, and like you said, we the main ones who want to have those threesomes, and we're watching those things, and even to be watching it is a sin.
Right. And I'm not trying to make this like a biblical debate, but I'm just saying, like, I was just thinking of all of the points of the aspect of really what the church focuses on when they say sexual sin, not even homosexual sin, but sexual sin. They think of 2 things: homosexuality or out of wedlock. Those are the only two types of adultery. Yeah. Those are the only two types of sin that they think of when they think of sexual sin. Not even homosexual sin. You know what I mean? Just sexual sin in general. And I don't give a fuck who you are. Straight, gay. You want to have a little gay sex. You do. I don't know any man. I don't care how much you believe in God. You would want, if God would allow you to have two women in the bed with you at once, or if your wife really said, baby, I've been asking you for a long time. I really want to invite another woman to the bed. Y'all gonna keep that secret from the church. Gonna keep that secret from the church. Yeah. Period. Not all men. Some might be like, you know what? No. Some of them are really disciplined. Yeah. I'm not going to say all men are like that.
Because but the majority too, doing stuff like that, you definitely run a risk of messing up your relationship.
Yeah.
Inviting somebody into your bedroom is all fun and games until people start sneaking around and it becomes cheating.
Right.
So now you gay and a cheater.
Yeah. I agree with you. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, so the next topic, I'm ready to get into it. You ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of a big one. What do you think about moving in with your significant other before marriage? Do you think it's necessary? Now, like I said, if you're biblical, then do that. Don't do it. But, we're talking about the people who don't follow that maybe. Or even if you are biblical and like, baby, I ain't doing that. Like, what is your opinion on that? Do you think it's a good move to do if you really are wanting to spend the rest of your life with somebody, before marriage?
I had it both ways. Before my first marriage, I didn't turn my key into my apartment until 2 months before our wedding.
Okay.
With my second marriage, he was already staying with me, and then we ended up getting married. So I think it just kind of depends. But you want to be very careful, because what if you end up deciding you don't want to get married and you don't want to have to go through that BS of having to move in with family and friends, and you just kind of it's just a funny thing, because you never know, you know what I mean? And in today's time, marriage is not it's not guaranteed, you know what I mean? And so you can go 10, 15 years being married. All of a sudden, you go through this nasty ass divorce. Now you don't have nowhere to live. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now you're like, oh, I wish I would have kept my house. Like,
right.
And so I definitely,
it's a risk. Marriage is a risk.
But
it really is.
My second marriage, again, when I first moving in with my first husband, ended up having to move back in with my mom because that was his house. And so I had to start all over. With the second marriage, I ended up losing my home and getting evicted. And so that, that's something different as well. And then again, having to start all over. So you never know, but it's always a good idea to have some kind of a security, so that way if things, and nobody wants to put bad juju on their fucking marriage, right? But you want to be smart, and also knowing, like I said, things happen and people change and you grow and you see things differently at times, and just shit happens. Life happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so you just want to have some kind of security so you don't have to be asked out.
Right. And getting married, it really does change the entire relationship.
It does.
Because everything could be great before, you know what I mean? Even if you do live with each other before the marriage, you know what I mean?
I would say stay the night, you know what I mean? Y'all
At
stay
least
the night, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Stay the weekend, so that way you can get that feel of what it would be like. Because you definitely want to know ahead of time what this person is like to live like. But that doesn't mean you have to move in and be together, you know what I mean, in one home. You guys can still be separate until I feel like y'all are about to get married. Right. Like I said, keep it. Why not have a vacation home?
Yeah. Why not? I could see that point of view, and I didn't even think about that, because you do, and even if like you moving in with them moving in with you, or you guys buying a new place together, you don't think about you're really leaving your own life to start a whole new one with somebody, and it's one life. It's not two separate lives.
And
you know what I'm saying?
You never know, and that person's gonna say, I don't want to live this life anymore. You're gonna have to find
out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Nowhere.
So if you don't mind me asking, how long Did you say again, did you live with your significant others the first time before you guys got married and tied the knot?
Before I turned my keys in for my apartment was 2 months before our wedding. So we have been dating altogether it was 5 years. So we have been dating 2 years, married 3 years.
Okay.
So I kept, like I said, I was living with him, and my apartment kind of was like the vacation home, right? We would go there on the weekends or just to make sure nobody broke in my shit and stole anything. We would just kind of keep it like that. My rent at that time wasn't that expensive, so I was able to keep that home and still live with him. But again, going through the divorce and all of that, it put me in a situation where I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have kept my shit.
I didn't even think of that. That's a smart idea. I should have done that. Kept my own shit. Or shit. Sometimes you ain't got your own shit. But now
it's so expensive that it would be hard to do.
It's like living a double life. Yeah. Those are the people that usually keep their own shit. The ones that got a whole nother life. For me, go ahead.
Oh,
baby.
No, I was going to say, but shit, sometimes you have to,
sometimes.
Some security is what I'm saying. You don't have to be sneaky and all that shit, but just to have security.
Yeah. I would say for me, I would say you live together, like, depending on how long you've been together, if you're engaged and are serious about getting married, because this is about moving in with each other before marriage, I would say the moment you get engaged, I would say live with each other for a whole year. I would say that would be my advice to the people.
So does that mean somebody's turning in their keys to their home?
Or maybe we're going back and forth.
You stand
couple days there, or it just don't matter. We got 2 houses. I'm gonna hold down what I got. You hold down what you got. However it works for you. Or maybe fuck it. I'm gonna throw in the key and I'm just gonna move in with you when my lease come up, and we're gonna just try it. If we're gonna do it, let's do it. Let's really, really see. Because that's all. That also kind of changes the question, because having that security blanket, it does kind of change the way you're kind of gonna, or they're gonna act in the relationship, because knowing like, you know what, if this don't work, fuck it, I'm gonna go. Because it almost like when you don't have that extra security, you really want to make it work no matter what. Now for me, and I'm just thinking about for me knowing if I had my extra apartment while I'm living with somebody that I'm gonna marry, that I want to marry, and to see how it is living with them, I feel like that I wouldn't give. It's not me truly giving 100% for me myself,
right?
Because like I said, I got my own shit. If you pissing me off tonight, I'm gonna go home. You know what I mean? Like, and for me, I don't want that. I want us to truly be committed, because once we get married and we decide, yeah, let's do it, we're not gonna have that. You know what I mean?
But you should. But why not? Because when you're married, should you not have an area where you can go and cool off?
Yeah, that's true.
So y'all not having this toxic ass relationship.
But that also just depends on the funds in the relationship. If you can afford it, I would say do it. I would do that.
As a mom, I'm thinking I need that, because if you do start acting crazy or whatever, I can't just be out here in the streets with my kids.
Yep.
Now, so if you have the funds, kids, then it'll be a different thought. But as a mother, if I could afford at that time, or I would have.
I never thought about that point of view.
For the sake of my kids.
I never thought about that point of view. I would say if you can afford to do it, do it. But for me, just thinking about in my situation, I can't do that. So I would have to give the entire funds. And I think as well too, I would say live a year engaged before you
I definitely
live a year.
Some way to I definitely agree.
But I would say live a year before you even pick a date. Don't even worry about the date. See if you really want to do this. You might not want to live with whatever you're going to marry for the rest of your life. And to be honest,
and that's the commitment you make when you're married. I'm going to accept that fucking baggage.
And tell me if you agree with this or not. It's a little less embarrassing than divorce, because divorce is embarrassing. I'm not going to lie. It just depending on, well, for any reason. Us getting married, and especially if you have a wedding, like, we publicly are celebrating and having everybody celebrate with us that we're going to be committed with each other, that we're not going to fuck each other over. And the fact that I got a divorce, and people are going to ask me, my loved ones are going to ask me, why are you divorcing? I mean, if you decide to share or not, it is embarrassing. You know what I mean? A failed relationship is kind of embarrassing. That's just human nature. So I would just say, like, if you got to really make sure, and I don't know, because you might just want to stay boyfriend and girlfriend.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe. But again, what sense do that make? I'm going to be your boyfriend for these 10, 15 years, And then if your ass die or something happened to you, I can't do shit because I'm your fucking boyfriend. I know they have the law of 7 years or whatever, but again, that
you got to do trust funds and things like that.
That don't
that's
really
a bunch of
extra
extra shit.
If your family come up in here and say we taking all this, bitch, you got to go.
Yeah, that's true.
So why wouldn't you? You got 2-3 kids with a person. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you think about being married? You've already.
For me, I agree, but some people don't. But some people have explained to me, some people don't want to get married. And I thought that we all wanted to find somebody.
So I don't understand that. You know what I mean? Again, I'm for marriage and being married. And so I don't understand. Again, I'm with this person 10 plus years. We got multiple kids together, but I don't want to be married. You might as well.
And we see that life. And agree or disagree, we see that a lot in our older community, the brown and black community, to where like people have been married, tried it, and they be saying like, I don't want to live with somebody. I want them to live there, and I want to live in my shit. And that is a lot because that's weird. I want to say I want to say
I run into a lot of because it's like, you know, we've been married this long. And,
yeah,
you know,
that's true.
I'm around a lot of couples who, you know, they come into their doctor appointments together, and you know, couples who are taking care of each other through sickness and in health.
But we're dating people to marry them. A lot of people aren't like that. So we got to remember that too. But like for the people that
why say you're dating then?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you because it doesn't make sense to me.
Why are you saying you're dating? Why that's just not your friend?
Yeah, that I'm fucking on. Yeah, because I mean, I really want us to be one, and I mean, people are gonna call me broke, but the funds too. I mean, I'm not trying to be out here paying all my fucking rent if we're gonna be together forever. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's do half and half, or I pay everything, or you pay everything, or whatever the fuck we agree on. Let's get that agreement going.
But some of us aren't even dating people who can do that. A lot of my
it just friends, depends on what.
A lot of my friends aren't dating people who are putting in what they're receiving.
Yeah, that's true. And they don't even have an agreement on. Before that, it just so happened to you not helping. You know what I mean? I agree with you. That's a whole big conversation. So, and I think that's why it's important to live with each other. Can you hold it down? Because sometimes you be
what you want to hold down. Because
in the beginning, when you're getting fucked good, when you go on a cute little date here and there, it's all good, and you think you could do it. I could settle for this. We don't like to use that word.
Them bills is due, shit is piling up.
Things get harder, and you know life. It's just the way life is. Life gets more expensive through time. You know what I mean? So what can I handle this year? I might not be able to handle next year. You know what I mean? That's a lot. That's
and
a
then
good
if you have kids,
that's a bigger conversation.
Yeah, if you have kids.
So because you have kids, do you? Well, first off, can you be with somebody that has kids? Before I even ask the second question.
I mean, I think at this point, I don't really have a choice because it's hard to find somebody
who doesn't have kids. You know what I mean? So because of that alone, do you want to I for sure got to see how these kids are with my kids living with each other. Definitely. That's a big thing.
The kids, how they interact with each other, how you interact with my kids.
Because that could break a relationship for you. Yeah. Hey, your kids aren't treating my kids good. We can't be together.
Yeah. Good. Or you know, don't be, you know what I'm saying, making sure the kids feel equal and shit. You're not acting funny when your kids is around and all that shit. Like there's no difference because that's something that it happened in my family with my dad having kids with other women, and like you said, us being able to get along, and the other kids not feeling resentment against me because shit didn't work out with their parents. Right. All this weird shit. So, that definitely has to be one thing. And I got to, again, see how you are with kids and how responsible you are and the things that's important to you. I see a lot on the Facebook about your man should eat before your kids. Like, never. We're going to make the kids' plates first, and then we'll make our plates, and then that's how shit should go. Yeah. You feel me? I could never be with a man who was questioning where his plate was before my kids.
And if you do decide to feed your man first, that's you. But over here, we don't do that. What I'm saying? Over here. And that's okay. If you and your man are cool with that, that's cool. But over here, it's just a different breed. Right. It's different.
My kids is they might not be ready to eat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Let's go ahead and eat, but you're taking a little longer. Yeah, that's different. That's different. But everybody to each its own. But I agree with you. The kids got to eat first. His got to eat first, because that's why we working, right?
Even when I see that at birthday parties, if you don't sit your grown ass down before you eat that fucking food, before these
that
kids,
shit pisses you off, boo.
That shit pisses me off. That shit pisses me off. That is a fucking pet peeve.
Do you have any last thoughts on this topic? What do you guys think in the comments? Do you guys think, like, what, moving in before marriage, are you doing it? And due to religion, like, even if you're one of those people that say, hey, you know, in my religion, I can't do that. I want to know, like, the stories after you moved in with them. What was the difference? Did you regret it? Did you wish that, damn, I should have just maybe have tried it out? Or is it fuck it, you know, for better or worse? You know what I mean?
Marriage was definitely religion, because we wanted to live together and all those things.
What were you practicing, if you don't mind me asking?
Being Mormon.
Okay.
And so, you know, you had to be married if we wanted to be living together and do all these things as married couples. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of why I feel like that was the push into getting married, because he wanted me to move into his home, and I wasn't trading in my keys. But once it was kind of like, you know, we sat down with the bishop, and the bishop was like, well, you know, you guys have to kind of make a decision, you know, on where you want to go at this point, you know, and where you guys are. And so that's kind of where I felt like we made the decision to get married.
Right.
And so, like I said, then, you know, right before the wedding, turning in my keys and making that decision for, you know, the religious reasons. And then thinking like, I wish I would have kept my job. You know what I mean?
In the name of Jesus.
Yeah, because you know, I love my church, but again, you know, they wasn't funding me to get a new home.
Right. Right. Ooh. A lot of conversations we having today, ladies and gentlemen. You got any final words on the topic?
No, I think let's move on. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Cheers to everybody who waited. Baby, I couldn't. Oh, God bless you.
Now definitely waiting. Now definitely waiting.
Okay, girl. I think we need a refill on the drinks. Do you need a refill?
I do.
Okay.
Like a refill.
Shout out to 1800. Even though you don't sponsor, you should. You need to. Period, girl. Oh my God. So next topic. Okay, so Keke Palmer and SZA and Issa Rae, they all got this new movie out, produced by Issa Rae, starring SZA and Keke Palmer. It's called One of Them Days. Mm-hmm. I had the pleasure of being sent from 97.5, local radio station out here in Las Vegas, to go see it.
Shout out to go see it. Because I got a couple in that follow.
Yeah.
Cooking with Gracie Love.
Yeah.
So shout outs to
specifically Juicy Lou. That's the girl who gave me the tickets. She followed.
That's who's following.
Yeah, she followed the cooking show. She follows me.
Classic. Miss K Classic. I didn't tell you about that, but yeah, Miss K Classic was following, called in around my birthday.
Oh, period, girl.
Thank you so much to you, lovely, beautiful ladies.
Now, did you see the movie?
I have not.
Have you seen the trailer?
I've heard great things about it, and that they did an amazing job. I just seen SZA was doing her own stunts for the movie, so that's very amazing. And I love to see these women coming together and putting together such an amazing thing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see.
Yes. I saw the movie. It was really good. It was pretty much Girl version of Friday. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That type of vibes. I'm not even kidding you. It like became like an instant favorite of mine. It was so funny. It was you know what it was? It was a feel good movie. Like, it's been a long time since I've kind of seen any of that. Every movie's like a scary movie nowadays. Where it's all ghosts. A whole bunch of killing and murder mystery thriller. Yeah. But we never really get those feel good comedies, or at least they don't really get as much as attention as they used to as back in the day. We used to love
and movies laugh. I don't know, I feel like because everything is so streamed and with everything, people don't really go to the box office.
They kind of wait for it to come and hit the Amazon and
Netflix.
Right. I love the movie. I heard that this was SZA's first movie, at least first leading role. She did such a great job. I had no idea.
I'm very impressed with SZA and just her growth in music and now expanding into the acting. I think that's really good.
And you know what?
Congratulations.
She's having a big year. She has couple
years.
But this year in particular, girl, right now she has a number one movie. Right. At the same time, having
the tour. She's doing the
number one tour. On top of that, having a number one album. All three at the same time. Girl.
Because again, the album, I mean, just still breaking records.
And it's been a long time since we've seen like any R&B artist have a big moment like this. I mean, back back in the day, we used to have like Chris Brown, Beyonce. They were always doing something big like
Carmen,
this. Yeah, all of that. Dreamgirls, even Stomp the Yard, even though he died right away.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But like, this Christmas, things like, no, seriously. Or everybody, you know, it's.
What was he in with T.I. and all?
Oh
yeah.
He was
in that movie with T.I.
He died in that one too, I think.
But he lasted longer than Stomp the Yard.
Yes, but I love that we just seeing people have big moments like this. We don't have big stars anymore. There's no such thing as a superstar, like a pop star. We don't have no more big, like, Lady Gaga's, Rihanna's, Beyonce's. And I'm not saying that, like, she's one of them. You know what I'm saying? She's obviously her own person. But it feels good to see... it feels good to see a girl who ain't white really shining like this. And Keke Palmer too. Keke Palmer's an OG in the game.
She definitely
20-year career
is very slept on in her career and what she does.
And she does it all. She's funny. She could do the drama. She could do everything. The scary. I love it.
I want to say Keke might sing a little
Keke Palmer can definitely sing. I definitely listen to her music.
Definitely. So definitely, again, I feel like she's a little slept on, and we should,
she really is slept on.
It's good to see her getting her flowers.
Definitely. You know what? It always comes.
And Issa Rae as well.
Oh yeah.
Because look how far she has come, and now to be writing these hit shows. You feel what I'm saying? So she has also grown and hit milestones that I don't think people would, could expect that she has done. So to be, like I said, producing these things. And
she doing the mainstream shit. She ain't doing no independent bullshit. Not saying it's bullshit at all. But I'm saying they giving her the budget, they giving her the time, they giving her the lead. I definitely fuck with it. Yeah. I definitely fuck with it.
Yeah, definitely.
My favorite little show that she did was that Insecure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did you used to watch the little web show, Awkward Black Girl? That's what it's based off of.
I didn't, but I did catch a couple of the Insecure episodes.
She's really funny. Yeah. She's funny. Kiki's fucking hilarious. Yeah. I didn't know that SZA was this funny.
Yeah.
SZA pretty much played herself, but I really fucked with it. Yeah. I really did.
So I will definitely have to check it out. Definitely.
Let us know in the comments if you guys seen the movie, if you're going to go see the movie. What would you say? Oh, I was going to say Keke Palmer, very underrated. I'm surprised she didn't, because she was out on Nickelodeon the same time Miley Cyrus was doing Hannah Montana. Selena was doing The Wizards of Waverly Place. Demi Lovato was doing The Sunny with the Chance Camp Rock. And Keke Palmer had her big show. She was dropping her music, but she didn't get to blow up because them girls blew up.
Yeah, look at them now. Selena's on the freaking Food Channel.
Yes, and everything they do, any movie, the music, still to this day, the music blowing up, doing TV shows, documentaries. Keke, and let's keep it real, because she's, she's a black girl. Because she's a black girl. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. But just as talented, if not more talented, definitely. Girl could really blow. Definitely. I think, but like, I love that her time came. How do I say this? I don't want to say like her time came later, but like she's never been this big. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's best because, especially like, let's really talk about it. Especially like the colored young actors, like they don't really get to grow up. Once they have their moment as kids, they don't really get to grow up and have these big careers as adults. So I'm really glad that her career wasn't, I wouldn't say it was a late bloom, because it was super big, but just not as big as her the people that were around her at the time. But I'm glad that her counterparts, whatever they were. Yeah. I'm glad though that she wasn't one of those people that just had a great childhood and we forgot about her and we don't care about her now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. She reminds me of like a Kyla Pratt. She was around like Kyla Pratt, Raven, those girls. She's like the Trinity. Those three girls.
right. Those are already right. Those are our three.
Those Kyla, are our three.
Raven, and Keke.
Because and now we see a lot of Latinos, Hispanics, Black people we see a lot more on TV than when we were kids. But if there was ever a little black girl guest starring,
now Trump got rid of all the D&E shit, so that's gonna change.
Yeah, but my point was, anytime we seen a little black girl guest star, it was either Keke, Kyla, you know what I'm saying, Raven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They've been around.
Exactly.
Really been around.
They've been around. They OGs.
Guest starring on our favorite. They were at that time where actor had a guest star on everything before they got their own shit. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it was.
That was like they pilot.
Yeah.
Like, right.
Like you've been on enough. We got you.
We'll give you a spin-off now. You'll get a spin-off.
Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Issa. Shout out to SZA. Go watch that One of Them Days movie. I don't know if it's out on streaming, but I do know that it's in theaters.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Okay. So on our last topic of the day, and this one's kind of a fun one, I feel like. So supermodels. I really want to talk about supermodels. Do supermodels still matter? Like in a world of where everybody's an entrepreneur and they just model their own shit real quick, you know, if they can't find somebody. And two, it's about having a budget, you know what I'm saying? Or like we see like the singers, the Instagram models, or the Instagram models are being sent right, being sent free shit, so that way they don't got to pay the supermodels all the big money that they want to. I mean, there was a time where a person like and I'm not saying they don't matter. I'm just saying like Naomi Campbell, that meant big, something like more. Tyra Banks, right. All of Kimora Lee Simmons, all of them. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it is as much because, like you said, you have all these different avenues. You have all these different people with the wanting, you know, the everybody's body to matter and, you know, those different things like that. Yes. So I think, you know, there are still supermodels because, you know, the designers still need people for their fashion shows. Yeah.
But they're even asking the influencers, they're asking the YouTubers, the Instagrammers, the TikTokers to come walk the runway.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
I don't think, you know, that is such a big dream of wanting to be a supermodel. Like I said, back when Tyra Banks had her show and those were, you know, you wanted to do that. You know what I mean?
And also too, we're in a time where if I want to model, I could just set my shit up in my house, take a couple pictures, upload it on Instagram or Tumblr or Facebook, and you know, you get enough likes or you get a viral moment, you're considered a model now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And a lot of people are getting magazines like how they used to get.
I don't think people. Magazines. Do you still read magazines?
No.
I think like the Shade Room, things like that. That's the new.
Yeah, you get those things. I don't have to go buy People's Magazine, and then I'm gonna get that. Y'all, you said I'm gonna get that off of a gossip.
I was gonna say, girl, we don't even like look at the magazine while we wait in line. We scrolling on the phone. You know what I mean? That was a thing. Yeah. Okay, let me see what I can read real quick. See what's going on while I'm trying to buy this food. You know what I mean? It's been a while since, like you said, since I've actually even got a magazine. I don't even remember them little teen magazines when we were little. That was
I used to always get an Essence. I think the last one I got had Reggie Bush on there.
Remember Jet Magazine?
Girl, Jet Magazine. Yeah, the J14s and all those magazines. My parents used to have the J14. Jet Magazine. Yes, that's J14. Old school for y'all. Jet Magazine.
No, I think I've been a little too ghetto, a little too hood for Vogue. Like, you know, I know now if you on there, cool. If you on there, big moment. I know that's a big moment for you if you on the cover. But I ain't never like even looked at it. You know, I wanted like
what other topics.
I wanted J14.
I wanted the shit, the quick recipes, the cookbook. That's what I was looking at.
Right. And two, by the time when we were kids, the blogging started becoming a big thing, like Perez Hilton, things like that. Like those people really were giving a big platform.
These and gossip columns.
Columns. Now, do you think there's a difference between gossiping and journalism? Where is the line between the two?
I think with the journalism, you get more in the field when you're a journalism because you want to get the accurate facts. Where when you're just a gossip column, you're just going around what the buzz is, what you know what I mean, you know, the word of mouth.
Do you consider the Shade Room to be a gossip site, or do you consider that to be journalism?
No, that's a gossip site. Definitely.
Okay. What would you?
Now, I'm not saying that you don't have journalists that are writing the gossip,
right?
But it's definitely gossip.
What would you consider a journalist site? Real journalism. What would that be? Like Fox 5 News,
not Fox, but yeah, something like that. Though you know, they'll CNN, they'll get those reporters that are actually going into the field and bringing you the actual facts.
It's really hard to tell the difference now because before the degree is what made the difference.
Yeah.
You know, now if you make a website and it blows up big enough, you can call yourself a journalist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so interesting how social media could really give you these opportunities.
And
like I said,
titles that you again don't have to go
supermodel, journalist, things like that. When back in the day, you was, what was it called?
President.
Yeah. Hey, if you could be a president as a felon, you could do anything. Anything, baby. Girl, that liquor hitting us. I think that's what it is. Who's your favorite supermodel growing up?
I mean, I don't really have one, but I really liked Tyra Banks. I mean, I was filling out the applications. I wanted to get onto the show, but they stopped doing it.
By the time you were able to do it?
Yeah. But I was, trying to do my submission. I was watching the show,
sending your tapes.
Eva, what was her?
Eva Longoria? No, Eva Marcel.
Yeah, well, Marcel, yeah. But I think she was Pickford, or I want to say she was Eva Pickford, but I think she got married or whatever she did and changed her name. Yeah, we'll have to look it up. We'll look it up. Okay. Because I'm a journalist and I like to bring you the facts. I love that.
I don't think I had a favorite supermodel growing up. Probably, but Naomi was always the shit.
Because Ty was always the shit. We were more in our time video
vixens. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
We were video vixens more.
And that really, I remember that was really the conversation.
I want to be a video vixen.
Yeah, that was really
because I could look like anything. I could have a big booty or whatever. You can't have that as a fucking model.
And I think that's why we lean more towards it because all the girls that were our age, that was the more realistic body. They were thicker. They had a little bit of tummy, but they were still sexy. You know what I mean? Like, it was just something different.
I wasn't wearing a size 0. I don't think I've ever wore a size 0.
So is video vixen, do you think that comes from strip club culture?
I guess a little bit, but I don't want to say that because not all of them girls were strippers. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? I think again, it just being an opportunity
because some of the girls were fully dressed. Yeah, you're right.
One being a girl, being a brown or black girl, you know what I mean? Being a girl of color, because it wasn't a lot of girls of color
on Vogue, right?
On Vogue or winning these model competitions. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So you have more of an opportunity as a brown girl, to get these opportunities, being a thicker girl, right? Because maybe you do have the flat tummy, but you got this thick ass, so you can't wear these designer dresses for the Paris fashion show.
But you wear it on the music video and it's on the crack.
But you can wear it in a music video. Buffy the body. Right. You never even seen her face.
Right.
And she could have on some apple bottoms.
Yes.
I think she was in ATL too. She was the girl who threw the party in ATL.
I feel like that the video vixens don't even matter anymore.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean? I feel like
look at the videos. They don't
really make videos anymore. They don't unless they out in the crib having a house party. Yeah. That's really what the video be.
But for most part, they're getting their homegirls, their friends, and they're twerking in the gas stations.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a video vixen for that.
I love how far music has come and how easy it is to create, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's really cool. I would have to say that.
Yeah.
Do you have any more thoughts?
No. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode today. I'm really, really thankful. Shout out to my girl Gracie Love for coming today.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Season. I love seeing how far you've come in your journey with all of this.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. Cheers to me and me only. No, but really, I'm really thankful for that. That means a lot coming from you. I'm really thankful for all of you guys tuning in today. This was such a great episode. I'm trying to go ahead and switch it up. I've changed the scenery last episode. I'm going to change it this episode. But we're probably going to go back to the couch the next episode. It's just time to go back home to where it all started. But like I said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys comment, rate, and subscribe. We're right here on YouTube. I might go ahead and just put all of these episodes back on all the podcast platforms, but I gotta figure out how to do that first. Yeah, let us know. Let them know where to follow you, and let them know when what day and time is Gracie Cooking with Gracie Love.
Yes, so you guys can definitely follow on YouTube, Cooking with Gracie Love. Also on Instagram, Cooking with Gracie Love. You guys can follow on Instagram, Gracie Badass, and Facebook, Gracie Love. And then you guys, the show uploads usually by Mondays, Tuesdays by 5. And you guys can go ahead and check that out. But if you subscribe, you'll never miss when it premieres.
Easy, quick, fix recipes. Let them know where to buy that cookbook, delicious. Baby. Where they can buy that cookbook.
You guys can also go on Amazon and get the quick fix meals by yours truly. And also support the music. We do a lot around here. We're very multi-talented, me and Alex. And so also go ahead and check out the new single, Take Me Away, featuring Red Vegas. Shout out to Red Vegas. You guys follow him as well. And I'm just very, like I said, fortunate to be sitting here. I'm thankful that you had me on today. This was amazing.
Yes, it's going to be a great episode.
And this is going to just be a very big year for the both of us.
Yes, 2025. We are here.
My LeBron year, baby.
Okay, period, baby. 32. Yes. Oh, birthday just passed. I got a birthday coming up. I'm really excited. I'm really nervous, y'all. 29. So, my last year of the 20s. Still a baby. But old enough to know better.
I know that's right. Okay.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you so much. Make sure you guys follow me, King of Vegas Podcast on everything. King of Vegas Pod on X. And I love you guys so much. Peace out.